Right in the heart of Haarlem's old city, there's a square that hums with life. Locals sip coffee at cafes, children chase pigeons, and the smell of fresh stroopwafels floats on the breeze. But above it all, one building watches. Tall, quiet, timeless. This is the Grote Kerk of St. Bavo. And it's more than just a church. It's the soul of the city. Its foundations were laid over 6 centuries ago. Back when Haarlem was a rising center of trade, when the Netherlands was still a patchwork of city-states, and when cathedrals were built not just for prayer, but to remind people of something greater than themselves. St. Bavo's was one of those cathedrals. Step through its doors, and the noise of the market fades. The space opens, vast and still. Light pours through tall Gothic windows and dances across the stone floor. Above you, a wooden ceiling arches like the ribs of a ship, one built not for oceans, but for the spirit. This church is full of stories. If its stones could speak, they'd tell you of plague and prosperity, of sermons and revolutions, of kings and organists, and 1,000 everyday souls who've walked these same aisles. In the 16th century, the world changed. The Reformation swept across Europe, and with it, Catholic churches like St. Bavo's became Protestant. Statues were removed, altars stripped, but the space remained sacred, and it adapted, just like the city around it. And then there's the organ. Oh, the organ, towering in gold and carved wood at the west end of the nave. The Müller organ is one of the greatest in Europe. Built in the 1730s, it once held the title of the largest organ in the world. Over 5,000 pipes, 60 stops. It's an instrument so powerful it doesn't just fill the room, it lifts it. Mozart played here. Just 10 years old, traveling with his father, he sat at the keys and filled the vast chamber with music that has echoed for centuries. Others came too. Handel, Mendelssohn, organists from across the globe. And today, if you're lucky, you can still catch a concert and feel the vibration of history under your feet. But not all the stories here are musical. Some are silent. Beneath the floor lies Frans Hals, one of the great Dutch masters. His portraits, filled with life and laughter, now hang in museums. But here, he rests among the stones of the city he loved. Every corner of St. Bavo's tells a tale. From its soaring spire, 78 meters tall and visible across Haarlem, to its ancient wooden choir stalls and the grave markers worn smooth by centuries of footsteps. And perhaps the greatest story is this. Through war, fire, reformation, and change, this church has never stopped being a place of gathering, a place for wonder, a place where the sacred and the everyday meet. So if you find yourself in Haarlem, don't just pass through the square. Step inside, look up, and let yourself feel the centuries. Because here, in the quiet echo of stone and light, Haarlem still speaks.